My roommate stole my therapy journal and read it to our entire friend group. Now she wants Emmy to apologize. I never thought I'd have to hide my therapy journal in my own apartment, but after what happened last weekend, I am sleeping with it under my pillow. For context, I've been seeing a therapist for anxiety and childhood trauma for about a year. My therapist suggested keeping a journal between sessions minus raw, unfiltered thoughts that help me process everything from panic attacks to family issues. It's messy, emotional, and deeply private. My roommate Jess and I have been friends since freshman year. We've always gotten along, shared clothes, food, everything. But lately, she's been weirdly competitive, especially since I started dating Ryan, who she introduced me to at a party 6 months ago. Last Saturday, Jess hosted a game night at our apartment. I was running late from work, and when I walked in, the room went silent. 8 of our friends were sitting in a circle, and Jess was holding my blue therapy journal minus the one I keep in my desk drawer. "Oh, good you're here," she said with this weird smile. "I was just sharing some of your thoughts about everyone." My stomach dropped. I looked around the room and saw faces ranging from uncomfortable to shocked. Ryan wouldn't meet my eyes. "You went through my desk?" I asked, my voice shaking. "It was just sitting there," she shrugged. "And honestly, everyone deserves to know what you really think about them." I grabbed the journal from her hands and realized she'd been reading from the section where I work through complicated feelings, minus including jealousy, insecurity, and intrusive thoughts my therapist had specifically told me to write down without filter to examine later. "These are therapy exercises," I whispered. "They're not my actual opinions." But the damage was done. She'd read my worst thoughts about Ryan's ex still texting him, about our friend Tass's constant attention-seeking, about my own insecurities that everyone secretly hates me. I asked everyone to leave as they filed out awkwardly. I heard Jess tell someone, "She's always been dramatic." When it was just us, I confronted her. Through tears, I explained what the journal was for, how violated I felt, how she'd taken my most vulnerable moments and weaponized them. Her response: "If you didn't want people to know those things, you shouldn't have written them down. Besides, I think everyone appreciates the honesty." I haven't spoken to her in 5 days. 3 friends have texted to check on me, but Ryan hasn't. Tazis blocked me on Instagram. This morning, Jess left a note on the kitchen counter saying she expects an apology for embarrassing her in front of everyone and making game night awkward. I'm sitting here staring at her note, wondering how someone could violate my privacy so completely and still believe they're the victim. My therapist says this is a clear boundary violation, but Jess has turned half her friend group against me, telling them I am mentally unstable, and the journal proved it. I'm looking for a new apartment now, and maybe new friends, because I'm learning that healing isn't just about processing your past. Sometimes it's about recognizing when people in your present are just as toxic as what you were trying to recover from. The hardest lesson: sometimes the people who know exactly where to find your wounds are the ones most likely to pour salt in them.